What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is August the 2nd. I want to give you a pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing on this fun Friday morning. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off with data, non-farm employment just came out, 114 versus 176. So kind of piggybacking off of the fear and validating, I guess, the fear that was starting largely yesterday, kind of semi-starting 48 hours ago. So yeah, this is absolutely not good whatsoever. Fear and greed index is getting slaughtered, so it is at 33. So people's appetite for risk is out the window right now. So that's kind of very apparent based on everything that I'm going to be talking on. And you can see that there was some hope prior to like 1 week ago or even 2 weeks ago. I was talking on how if the Feds were going to really validate and have back-to-back rate cuts, then you were going to see more of a rotation into back into equities. But because of a lot of companies over the last 72 hours really citing a lot of slowdowns and just not necessarily the confidence that the market did need, plus Powell didn't really help at all, like there still is record numbers of just money sitting in money markets because they don't feel safe even risking it in equity. So it's kind of a unique circumstance. Right now though, SoFi is down. No actual news from the company itself, so it is just piggybacking off of the broader market. Anticipate shorts to be very active if it does recover anywhere close to that $7 range, but prior to that, just probably anticipate them to return some shares, so kind of stay tuned for that. And as I said in my video yesterday, $6.52 is going to be the strong support. And there is some other resistance and support levels right above that, but as of right now, SoFi is already below that, so below the 50 and 100-day moving averages. So that does show more of a full technical breakdown. So yeah, 650 is going to be the next strong support. I don't anticipate that to be touched today, but who knows on the magnitude, it could go in either direction. I don't really see more of a recovery being done today where the market turns green. I definitely do not see that happening. So kind of just watch out for yourself. Hedge with options or just liquidate, do what you need to do to kind of avoid significant losses because you don't know how further this could drop as a byproduct of everything. Amazon did have their earnings, absolutely horrific, as you can kind of see. So did fail to give good future guidance, missed on, looks like revenue estimates. And so yeah, it's very bad. Amazon also during the earnings did kind of cite slowdowns. So that's what has really been happening over this last little bit. And plus a couple other companies I'm going to be talking on are pretty much saying the exact same thing. Right now with it at 166 and change, it is trading between this S3 and this S2. So 163 will be the strong support and then 173 will be the next strong resistance / target. In my opinion, I don't think there will be a kind of value run where it would touch the 173. If anything, I think it will over the coming trading days, it will below this S3, but what do I know? Moving on, Apple also had their earnings. A lot of money is getting into every stock that I'm going to be talking on. And so Apple, the earnings was, to be fully honest, good. It's just the broader market is kind of pulling it down slightly. So it is down 0.78%. When it comes down to Amazon and also Apple, it's not heavily shorted, so I'm not even going to be bothering to show Ortex this morning, but with it at 214 and change, it is right above this S1, so watch for 214.07 to be the next strong support. Flip side, 223, don't anticipate 223 to be touched whatsoever. If anything, it is most likely going to break below this S1 and trade between this S2 and S1 throughout the day. So again, kind of just watch for that. NVIDIA is getting slaughtered, so as far as this goes, again, it's not heavily shorted, so I'm not going to bring up Ortex, but with it at 103, it is trading between this S2 and this S1. So 97 is going to be the strong support, 105 next strong resistance. There's also going to be that $100 kind of psychological support, so just watch for that to hold. In my opinion, I don't see it recovering above this S1 today. If anything, it's probably just going to stay between that $100 mark and that S1. So kind of just trade accordingly. Intel also had their earnings. massacre. So they cut their dividend. I think announced 19,000 employees are getting laid off. Is just a horrific event. And what's even worse, I saw it's been floating around on social media, but I guess there's one guy who had a inheritance of 800,000. He eventually did put 700,000, I would think it was in yesterday, to Intel because he was extremely bullish, and that was not the best. So yeah, it's a sad day. Intel definitely, I think it's at the 10-year low. So over the last 10 years, yeah, that seems about right. Over the last 10 years is basically where we are at now. So actually, sorry, over the last 10 years it's still down 10.89%. So yeah, it's a interesting time period. When it comes down to this, it's not that heavily shorted, so only 2.23% of the free float, but I anticipate because of today's news, shorts to really start circling like vultures around Intel. But with that 21 and change, it is trading between this S3 and this S2. Very wide gaps, so wide in fact I had to look at the 1 week chart. So right now 1554 is going to be the strong support, and then 2568 is going to be the next strong resistance / target. Don't anticipate either of them to be touched today. So if anything, I think over the next couple of trading days, it is going to really just slowly trend down. So yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath. So kind of keep your cool, do what you need to do. If you like these stocks, then take advantage and buy, average down, do whatever floats your boat. It doesn't matter to me. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And with all that said, appreciate all of you watching.